Another round of applause for our next comedian. It's Arash Narchi.
What's going on, guys? Yeah! Yeah! You guys like to party? Fuck yeah, Australian guy likes to party. I was at a party not too long ago, and a dude comes up to me, asks me about my background. Told him I'm Persian. Woo, couple was awesome. Next thing he says, let me teach you about your history. So I'm standing there in this conversation thinking, do I let this keep going? Do I end this? Or do I finally let this guy use his liberal arts degree? Not as tall as the last dude who came on, but quite tall. Some of you noticed, 6'4". Not bragging, not complaining, but it's just like the world wasn't really designed with my height in mind. Like designers of like public washroom stalls weren't thinking of me finishing up, having to like stand up, and being in a situation where I'm making direct eye contact with 3 dudes washing their fucking hands. Most of you fuckers are protected by that stall door, okay? Like, what do I even do? Do I, like, retreat back slowly and, like, wait for their feet to move? Or just, like, engage in awkward small talk? The soap smells nice. What is it? A little more about me. I moved here from Iran when I was 5 years old, and I went pretty much all of elementary school here. Really baked into, the culture, did everything that, you would do when you'd live here, you immigrate here. But midway through 5th grade, my parents decided they're going to move to Dubai. Had no idea where this place was. And to give you guys a bit of context, my parents, they aren't religious, they don't believe in Islam, not anymore, so I had no idea what like a Muslim was. And so I remember getting to Dubai, like 10 years old, my uncle pulls me aside, and he's like, listen, you got a nice life in Canada, but you're living in Dubai. You are now a Muslim. And I asked him, is that a rare Pokemon? Anyone got kids in the audience? Yeah, a few people? Awesome. I don't have my own kids, but my brother has kind of a niece and nephew. I love kind of playing with them. It's fun, just like making them laugh. I like doing stuff like blowing on their belly button, it's kind of fun. And it's okay, right? It's just not okay when you do it with whipped cream. In the park. I love having guests over, huge fan of having guests over. I'm just always anxious, I'm just nervous, I'm anxious like that they're gonna use my mouthwash. So I put a little post-it note on the bottle. It says like Thursday, 3 p.m., anal bleaching appointment. And there's another post-it. It's like, do you still want to use this mouthwash? A lot of people talking about dating. I'm sure some of you guys are using some dating apps. I've recently started putting pictures of myself ironing dress shirts on dating apps. Because it's all about the photos with dating apps, right? And nothing says responsibility like a straight guy who owns an ironing board. Great thing about photos, though, is no one can see how many shirts I've burned. That's nice. Maybe some of you guys experienced this. Have you ever heard of a medical term, didn't really know what it meant, but you're too embarrassed to ask? I'm hearing a few nervous nods. Years ago, I was having nose surgery, right? Part of the pre-op, part of the process was giving a stool sample. Now, at the time, I didn't know what a stool sample was. I just thought a stool sample was a sperm sample. Someone's like, no. Yeah. So I go to the hospital with my dad, and I fill up the cup with what I think, right? But I couldn't because I was furiously masturbating the night before. The only skill a teenager has. And my dad's like, it's okay, we'll go home, we'll fill it, we'll come back the next day. Next day rolls around. I fill up the cup with what I think is a stool sample. I give it to my dad. He looks at me very confused. He's like, let me see your biology report card. once I clued in on it, I filled the cup with so much shit just to make my dad proud again. I've been Arash Narchi. Thank you guys.
Arash Narchi, everybody.